Hello, new day, it's a new day. Isn't it great? The sun came up. So, I know you're all dying to know how my cake turned out. Well, here's a piece of it. And it's good. It's good. It is, as it's a buttermilk caramel cake with caramel frosting. So, this is really rich. But what was weird is that, it was set to bake for like 25 minutes, and after 25 minutes, it was like totally liquidy. So I cooked it for another 15. So I don't know. I might have forgot something, but it's like a truffle almost. I don't know how they'd like it on the Great British Bake Off. Yeah, it's claggy. I think that's the word. It's cloying in my mouth. And that's what donuts do, right? Isn't that why we like donuts? I don't know. Oh, this is my roommate moved out and he left such cool things. Thanks, Mate. Looking forward to some music. Oh, that's so satisfying just to hold it by the tail. Yeah, I've used this cup before, but I haven't enjoyed it as much as I have now. You really gotta get your fingers there. I feel like like I'm drinking a pint. I went out with a friend of mine, and huge backstory, but anyway, he ended up getting you ended up, if you're watching, getting 3 glasses of wine in a matter of an hour and a half or so. He actually got 4, but he sent one back because it tasted like sewer water. But you know what? They kind of all tasted like sewer water. That one maybe just tasted a little bit more like sewer water. Because now that I don't partake, I'm cutting off oxygen to my brain. I'm not gonna do that anymore. My brain likes it. My body likes to sleep a lot. Whoa. There's something buzzing right by my ear. So yeah, I'm stretching now. If you guys want to stretch with me, sit on the ground, sit on the couch, just watch, get some ideas. Oh yes. I'm just gonna arch my lower back out, opening my heart. Really pulling on my knees. You can do this in a chair. A little bit more. Really getting that sun. Go ahead and open your mouth. So I go right in. It's a little bright to look at. It came up really fast today. I was up at 6 and it was already kind of too high to look at. Which was the bummer, but it was fine. So I went for my walk today. Now I just have my arms on my knees. I'm just kind of moving around. And, magic is afoot. So if you walk around without your shoes on, that's just a really quick, power up for you, especially if you do it in your power. And people like to walk, and it is nice, but why don't we walk and stretch and connect? I feel like one of those people who are in the movies and they're walking through a forest and they're touching all the trees and smelling the flowers. That's me. But I'm in the city. And if you could as you're on your walk, you're wow, I really want to put my arms behind my back. That's a pretty simple one. and kind of like get that nice stretch. You know, when you do this, right? You can walk like that and people don't think it's too weird. Now, if you bend over and start doing this, they might be going, wow, that person feels very comfortable in this environment. I don't like it. Or I'm a little awed by it, whatever it is. Or I don't even see it, because that's mostly the case. But you don't understand how much power you're generating in yourself by those simple acts. So yeah, go for a power walk. But a real power walk. In your power walk. Oh man, this is good shit. Thank you. You see? Ooh, let's do this a bit. If you're sitting on the ground or in a chair, just put your hands out like this. You can close your eyes. I'm luckily perfectly positioned outside on a rug as the sun rises. With a piece of cake that makes me choke. And it's actually a good thing because I'd be eating it really fast. It's actually a good thing. So I'm just pulling in the energy here into my heart center. Dude. Feel how that opens energetically. I'm feeling it's really right here. Yes, I'm grabbing my boobs. Really right here. My heart's in here, okay? Oh my gosh, yes. Just gonna get your fingers in right into that xiphoid process. Like this is good. Just kind of like squeeze under that. Push in. Just solar plexus stuff. That's your power center. Well, one of them. That's a big one. That's one that really assists you in your manifestation potential, which has already been determined. There are many timelines. You're on one of them. When you get off one, everything's pretty different. On a different timeline. It's not going to be like, oh, where am I? Oh my gosh, I'm on a different timeline. No. It'd be gradual. Although, no, there are some sudden ones. I mean, a friend of mine was bit in the face by a dog, and that was like a big, like, her life did change in a second, you know? So those are interesting times. You know, that's the universe going, oh, we're pushing. Because you're begging for it. Not like she was begging for it, but I don't know. When that stuff happens, it's the unexpected stuff, you have to think it's purposeful. It can be a big propeller for change. And I'm not even saying she should change. I'm just saying she should just claim this experience, you know, figure out what the lesson is. Okay, I'm going on and on. But, you know, we all have those opportunities. It's funny, I was reading an old journal of mine, and oh my gosh, those are so fun to read. But it was right before my daughter was born, my last daughter. I have going to be 21 and just turned 19. And they're both with me. It's so fun. But yeah, I was reading about like how, oh, we've invaded Iraq. You know, like talk about what was going on in my life, and then talk about like what's going on in the world. And I knew that war was bullshit from the start. I don't know why you even give the media any credibility. I mean, after that, I became a lot more suspicious, that's for sure. The New York Times. Was it Julia Miller? See, like, I know this shit. And now that I'm out of it, man, I've got more potential for creating. Because that took up a lot of my belief, you know? Like, if this person wins, like, guys, I gave Bernie Sanders like $2,000. Not in a chunk, but over time. I'm like, he can save us. And now I'm just like, Renee, I love you. I'm so glad you went that far, you know? And now you know that you can be so, I think one of the words I like to just, it kind of makes sense to me, just so evacuated. You know, like this thing outside of you is gonna fix all your problems, you know? And it sure as hell ain't gonna be a politician that's gonna do it. It's funny we think they care. I mean, I'm sure some of them do. They're just confused, you know? But if you get pretty close to the top, trust me. Alright, I'm just gonna grab this foot like this. So yeah, in your power walk, I think that could become an Olympic sport. What are you capable of? You don't know. You just gotta go try. Be the fool. I'm the fool and the hermit. But I'm also the Lover's card for I love you all. But I'm also a Capricorn, so I'm the devil. Oh. What is the Lover's card? Is that Scorpio? Because I got 3 planets in Scorpio. And my Leo's my ascending, so there's my sun. Have you regulated? All right, keep it up. Pass it on. Ripple it out. That's how we play here. All right, I love you all. Namaste.